Listen closely. There is a version of you that must die not in the physical sense, but in the spiritual, mental, and emotional sense. A version that clings desperately to comfort, hides from the blazing truth, resisting change, and sabotages the bright future waiting for you. If you do not kill that version of yourself, it will kill your potential, your dreams, and your joy. Let's dive deep into 15 powerful ways to force yourself to outgrow that old self and live the unstoppable, expanded life you deserve. 1. Embrace the uncomfortable truths. Growth demands a fearless confrontation with your deepest shadows. There may be lies you've been telling yourself for years about your worth, your abilities, your past failures. The discomfort you feel when facing these truths is a sacred spark, signaling the birth of a new you. Rather than running away, lean into that pain. Recognize it not as punishment, but as the necessary fire to burn away what no longer serves you. 2. Break free from comfort zones. Your comfort zone is a prison disguised as safety. Every time you push yourself to try something unfamiliar, you chip away at the walls holding you back. This could mean speaking up instead of shrinking back, trying new skills instead of playing it safe, or simply doing what scares you just a little bit. Remember, your growth lives beyond that border of discomfort. The sting of discomfort means you are alive and evolving. 3. Kill the fear of failure. The fear that convinces you to stay stuck in old patterns is a cunning enemy. Let go of the narrative that failure means the end. Instead, redefine failure as your greatest teacher, your stepping stone to wisdom and resilience. Every stumble is not a reflection of your worth, but a roadmap toward mastery. The future self you want is waiting for you on the other side of fear. 4. Cultivate radical self-honesty. Growth is impossible without brutal honesty. It requires you to look in the mirror and acknowledge your faults, your doubts, and the parts you have been ashamed to admit even to yourself. This is not about self-judgment, but self-awareness. When you hold that raw, unfiltered mirror up, you open the door to true transformation. Revel in your messiness, for that is where power begins. 5. Dismantle limiting beliefs. The stories you tell yourself about why you can't grow, I'm not enough, I'll never change, it's too late, are nothing but walls you build in your mind. Become a detective of your own thoughts and question those limiting beliefs like you would a false alarm. Replace each lie with a hard truth rooted in potential. I am capable. I deserve growth. Change is my birthright. 6. Release emotional baggage. Years of hurt and resentment act like chains around your ankles. Forgiveness is your liberation, not for the other person, but for yourself. Carrying grudges doesn't punish them. It punishes you by holding you back from peace and progress. Let go. Set your soul free from the past so that your present and future can flourish. 7. Adopt a growth mindset. Growth is a choice, a mindset. Instead of seeing your abilities as fixed, start believing you can learn, expand, and evolve continuously. Celebrate your mistakes as lessons. Every little step toward improvement is a silent victory over stagnation. Your journey isn't about perfection, but consistent progress in becoming your highest self. 8. Surround yourself with growth-minded people. The company you keep shapes your evolution. Seek relationships that challenge your thinking, inspire you to rise, and encourage your journey. Distance yourself from those who cling to old stories, who drain your energy, or who resist change. Growth is contagious. Infect yourself with the right influences. 9. Practice spiritual self-care. Anchor yourself in something greater than the chaos of emotions and mental noise. Whether through meditation, prayer, spending time in nature, or simply sitting in silence, connect with your spiritual core. This grounding brings clarity, peace, and resilience as you navigate the stormy seas of growth. 10. Commit to daily self-reflection. Make it a sacred ritual to check in with yourself every single day. Reflect on what you did, what you learned, and where you stumbled. This regular journal of conscious awareness sharpens your growth trajectory and keeps you aligned with your highest intentions. Your future self will thank you for this act of devotion. 11. Make consistent small wins. Don't wait for grandeur. Growth happens little by little, day after day. Celebrate every task completed, every lesson learned, every fear faced. These small wins build unstoppable momentum that propels you forward when the journey feels long and heavy. Keep moving, keep winning. 12. Challenge your ego daily. Your ego is the old guard resisting new growth. It can be cunning, whispering excuses, distractions, and fears. Become aware of its tactics and refuse to let it run the show. Choose humility and courage over pride and comfort. Growth requires that you bend and break the ego's grip for the greater blossoming of your soul. 13. Visualize your highest self. Create a vivid mental image of who you want to become, a version of yourself, vibrant, confident, and fulfilled. Make this vision your refuge and your oar when doubt tries to capsize the boat. Revisit it daily, letting it fuel your courage and guide your actions toward becoming that radiant you. 14. Practice extreme self-care. Transformation demands you to nourish your entire being, body, mind, and spirit. Eat foods that fuel your energy, move your body, rest when needed, and engage in activities that light you up. Radical self-care is the soil where new growth blossoms. Protect this sacred temple with fierce love. 15. Own your power to change. Finally, stand in the truth that you are your own greatest agent of transformation. No one else can do this for you. Claim full responsibility for your growth journey. This ownership is the most empowering place you can stand. It is the birthplace of your freedom and your destiny. Remember, this path is not one of ease. There will be moments when you want to crawl back into the safety of the old, familiar version of yourself. But that old self is a cage, a slow death of dreams and potential. You must have the courage to let her go, to burn the bridges behind and step into the fire of growth. The pain of growth is real, but it is nothing compared to the silent agony of staying stuck. Choose the pain that builds you. Choose the version of you that is brave, relentless, and radiant. Your highest self is calling. Will you answer? This is your awakening, your moment, your revolution. The new you awaits on the other side of fear. Embrace it, fight for it, live it fully. The life you've been dreaming of is possible, but only if you are willing to shed the old self and rise like a phoenix from the ashes. The most radical act of self-love you will ever commit is to choose growth over comfort, truth over illusion, and freedom over fear. Are you ready to kill the old and birth the new? The journey starts now. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more videos like this.